In this video, I'm going to do a comparison of 3 smart sockets, all made by the same company, Energeeks. This is not a sponsored video in any way. I purchased these with my own money and the opinions are completely mine and not influenced by anybody. Energeeks is a Spanish company based near Madrid, and their products are being sold in Spain, France, Germany, Italy, Ukraine, Poland, Greece, Russia and Brazil, according to their own website. Their main products are alarms, Wi-Fi and GSM, IP cameras, power banks, temperature control and smart home products. In the smart home section, they sell smart sockets and a universal Wi-Fi remote control. I have in front of me 3 Energex smart sockets, actually 2 types of smart socket and the smart power strip. Let's have a look at each of them. First, it's the EG-AW005MC. This is a smart socket with energy monitor and 2 USB ports. It supports loads up to 16 amp or 3680 watts and takes voltages from 100 to 230 volts. It uses the Smart Life app. Integration into the app is easy, as with any Tuya based product. They have their own app, which is just another Smart Life clone with a different name, so I prefer using the Smart Life app. Energy measurement is pretty accurate. I compared it with my Shelly plug and they were on par with each other. The Energeeks has a physical button that allows turning it on and off without using the app. The only caveat is that the button will turn off both the socket and the USB ports, while in the app you can select which one you want to switch on and off without affecting the other one. The app also allows adding schedules, allowing automatic actions by hour and day of the week. It can also do a countdown of up to 23 hours and 59 minutes. As I mentioned earlier, it has an energy monitor allowing to see current electricity consumed in milliamps, current power in watt hour, current voltage and total electricity consumed in kilowatt hour. You can also add it to a group in the app and of course add it to a scene. I particularly like the device offline notification. I can run that as a power outage monitor for my home. You can also share the smart socket with a member of your family through the app. They will need to create their own account in Smart Life. The second device is the EG-EW006MC double socket with energy monitor. This double socket doesn't come with USB ports. It has an input of 220 to 250 volts and an output of maximum 16 amp or 3680 watts. Each output is separately controllable, but the energy monitoring is not separate. Again, you can add schedules, countdown and use it in scenes. The third device I'm looking at today is the Energeeks Power Strip EG-BW002. It has 3 power sockets and 4 USB ports. This device uses a different chipset which doesn't seem to be Tuya based. As such, it doesn't work with Smart Life, but it uses the Meross app instead. The Meross app is pretty basic. You can add the device, control each switch separately, control the USB ports, but not each one separately, and you can also control the entire strip. You can create some very basic scenes, but only with other Meross devices, and some routines with 2 routines available. Schedule and auto off, which is similar to a countdown, but you can also set the days you would like it to happen. So you can combine these, one to turn it on and the other to turn it off. The power strip takes an input of 100 to 250 volts, 10 amp, and outputs a total load of 10 amp or 2200 watts. The USB ports output 5 volt 2.5 amp of a single USB port and 5V 4A for 4 USB ports. Unfortunately, it does not have energy monitoring like the other two smart sockets have. All three devices work with Amazon Alexa and Google Home, and the first two also work with IFTTT, although after they move to a subscription-based model, I don't know how many people will still use IFTTT. I reached out to customer support by email to see how responsive they were, and they did respond and were pretty helpful in replacing a broken device. I have had my Energeeks smart sockets for almost a year and they worked well, but the first smart strip stopped working one day all of a sudden, and as I mentioned, I had to contact customer service and they organized a replacement at the store where I bought it from. So I really cannot complain about customer service. So can these be integrated into Home Assistant? The answer is yes. Smart Life can be integrated by adding the Tuya platform with the following lines of code into the configuration.yaml file. Save the configuration and restart Home Assistant. Your smart sockets will appear in Home Assistant. The smart strip can be added to Home Assistant by adding the Meross integration found in the Home Assistant community store, in short, HACS. You will need the app username and password. Once you install the Meross integration, go to Configuration, Integrations, find Meross in the list of integrations, log in using the same email and password you use in the Meross app, and your devices and entities will appear here. No need to mention that from now on you can create automations and scenes combining all your Home Assistant devices. For me, the main advantages for these devices are: they have accessible prices. The smart strip was 29.99 euros, while the other two were 15 euros and for the single and 20 euros for the double socket. Energy monitoring is good, but I was not able to get it to display in Home Assistant. It only works in Smart Life for the time being. European-based customer service. I have purchased a lot of smart devices from China. They are cheap and usually work. But if something stops working, the warranty is almost non-existent. It is rather difficult to convince a Chinese seller that your smart socket has stopped working. So if I can, I prefer buying from a European company with a European customer service. I will leave some links in the description for those who are interested in buying one of these sockets. I like them, I use them every day, and I think that despite the problem I had with the smart strip, they are good quality products backed by a responsive customer service. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share with your friends and subscribe for more videos like this. Until the next time, all the best.